My name is Luis Ortiz-Franco. I teach Math 104, pre-calculus. I've been doing that for the last few years, several years, or many years. It says, do not take this class, Math 104. End of discussion. The homework is not closely related to the test, which are explained well and extremely difficult. Which are not explained well and extremely difficult. He gets angry at you if you ask for help on homework questions and refuses to help in class, even if classes ends early. And so if they're extremely difficult, well, that I understand that math is difficult for many people, and it's more difficult for those who don't like to work and do the homework. So that's maybe part of the question here. However, I encourage all students to come to my office hours, and many students do take advantage of those opportunities and come to my office and spend time here working with me and we're working together with me and other students, and they do extremely well. And so I encourage anyone who takes my classes to come to my office. He gets angry at you if you ask for help on homework questions. I don't think I get angry. I mean, it's very rarely when I get angry at anyone, much less students. I just ask that students do engage in the learning process, and those are my expectations. Someone says, class is a joke. He teaches you like third graders. No makeup test, even if you are in the hospital or in another state or an urgent trip. Fails to explain things at a college level. Thinks math is more important than life. Well, yes, I think math is more important than life, and I think that math explains life. So there's nothing wrong with that, or at least, it fails to explain things at a college level. Perhaps so, but if the class is that I teach is at third grade level, I believe that in the third grade you can take a makeup test. So that's why I say that. However, what I do tell the students, those who miss a test, I says, most of the time what I do is, if they miss test number 1, for example, I say that test number 2 counts double. For whatever score they get in test number 2, that's the score that's going to be assigned for both test 1 and test 2. So I do not give a makeup test, but I do not take any test away from people or credit away from people. Yeah. So number 3 says, I hate math, but I love this teacher. Yes, I got to put in extra work. I went to his office hours bi-weekly, but when I did, he was so helpful. He gave me chai tea and ginger snaps and spent hours helping me. One of my favorite teachers ever. Definitely recommend him. If you have to take a math class, just don't be a stranger to his office hours. Hey, what can I say? That's very true. That's what I do. And the other 2 students, the previous 2 statements, if they had done what this student did, I mean, they would have had a different experience. And I really thank this student very much, because I do pay good attention to my students, and I care for my students, and I also try to make learning as informal as possible, relaxed as possible. So that's where the chai tea comes in.
Yeah, that.
And yes, as I said before, those students who engage in the learning process and come to my office hours, they do experience success and took him for pre-calc. It's so easy to get an A if you do all the work. Exactly, you do all the homework and read on your own. Okay, says he lets you have full cheat sheets for the exams and final. Correction here, I do not let students have a full cheat sheets for exams. For the final, no, it's not a cheat sheet. I just have him an open book test. That's it. So it's true that I have open book exams, final exams. So this professor is absolutely amazing. I have never understood math so thoroughly before in my entire life. He really takes the time in class to go over the material and is completely approachable in and out of class. Well, that contradicts the other statement that I get angry. Students, and contradicts the first two statements made by students over there. And I say I really appreciate all these positive comments, and I do like to make math as easy, understandable as possible. whoever is interested in spending time in doing some math. And I really thank very much these two comments.